Hi, I'm Julia Simpson, the CEO of the World Travel and Tourism Council.
Julia, thanks for joining Breaking Travel News here at ITB Berlin. You've just stepped off a stage. What were you talking about?
Well, we've launched an incredible new report about how AI and technology is on the brink of completely revolutionising the way we travel around the world.
And what were the key highlights and takeaways?
Well, the key highlights are we're all going to be using these incredible super apps. So instead of, maybe going to an app for my Uber or a different app for Instagram, you're actually bringing it all together into one super app. And to give you a simple idea of what this could look like, you could be watching your favorite Netflix program that's set in a wonderful destination from the comfort of your sofa, and you're thinking, I'd really like to go there. You'll be able to point your phone at the screen and you will be able to do the whole booking. So the idea is it uses the power of AI in a super app to be able to research somewhere and also book somewhere.
And why is it so important that you as the WTTC create reports like this?
It's really important because there was a recent report by McKinsey that travel and tourism as a sector, and you've got to remember we do represent 10% of the global economy, but travel and tourism as a sector is actually slightly behind the curve in adoption of AI and super technologies. Now actually that's quite a good thing. We've been using AI for ages, but because we're a B2C customer where every minute really matters, if we get someone's journey wrong or something's wrong in the hotel, so we've been quite cautious. But this report gives people a roadmap about the new technologies and how they can use them in their businesses to make customers' travel even more exciting.
And where can we get a copy?
Well, you go onto the WTTC.org website and you can get a copy there. Please download it. It's really interesting because at the minute we tend to think of AI as a place where we go to get big information. But this is like having a professor in your living room with you. That's that bit. But it's also like having an intern running around and doing it all for you. So we're also looking at some of the less sexy but really important stuff like financial technology, fintech, which is kind of a pay-as-you-go kind of concept, which some of us are seeing on Instagram when you're buying products. But that's really, really important in for example, the travel sector, because for many people, the big spend that they do will be on a trip of a lifetime or the family holiday. If you can actually pay for that in installations, installments, beg your pardon. If you can pay for it in installments, it can often mean that you might buy even a bigger or better holiday, and it gives you more flexibility. And the great thing about AI as well is if you've got a complex family, or you have little babies, or you have a family member who's visually impaired, the great thing about these apps is it's going to learn about you and talk to hotels and talk to providers like airlines who will know who you are before you even get there. And people that are worried about security of their personal data, it will give you the power to control what you give to whom. So we're also talking about governments to really ensure that the regulation can keep a pace with the technology that we're seeing.
And what sort of growth are we sort of looking at from all of this fantastic new technology being implemented?
Well, I think, travel and tourism today represents about 10% of the global economy. As I said, it's going to be going up to almost 12% over the next 10 years. So it's really, really, and this technology will enable that. We're living in quite challenging times, I think it's fair to say, and there are a lot of people out there some are actually suffering in direct conflicts. But I think people are absolutely prioritising their individual family spend on having a holiday, because we all need in this world just to get away from it all and decompress.
Julia, thank you for your time today.
Absolute pleasure as always.